Before we get started today, I wanted to invite you to support the podcast by liking, sharing, and leaving a review. I also really want to hear from you. If you have a question or a comment or a topic you'd like for us to cover, please send it my way. I'm all ears. Your input really helps to shape the show, so please sound off in the comments, or if you'd like to reach me directly, I will leave my email address in the show notes. Do not hesitate to get in touch. I am your host, Chelsea Carolyn, and today we are diving into sustainable fitness with Evelyn Harper.
When I tell people that I lived in Hawaii and they're like, why would you come back? And that's exactly it. Like, I wanted to come back to my tribe and figure out and kind of like not and figure out how to live a normal life while putting all of this into practice. And that, I think, becomes a huge barrier between like us as nutrition or like fitness enthusiasts, whether you're an influencer, a coach, a trainer. It's like, yeah, here's what you have to do, but as someone who's consuming that, it's like it's less about, yeah, everyone kind of knows what you need to do to stay healthy, but it's how can you implement these small little tweaks where it is sustainable um into your world.
Exactly. So your focus is overall on sustainable fitness. So how does that approach differ from traditional methods at the beginning for people?
So when someone first comes to me, I ask them how are they sleeping at night. Like that is like because that your sleep dictates a lot of like how your day is going to go, your energy levels, and that's what fitness is. It's about optimizing
Mm,
your energy levels. So when someone says I want to get fit, I want to feel better, it's because they want more energy, and they want to feel good, and they want to feel like, and I hate using the word empowered, but they want to feel invincible is what I like to use. So when they start coming to me and they're like, I need to figure out XYZ, and it's like, I can sit here all day long and give you the perfect workout and give you the perfect nutrition plan, but you're not going to follow it because
yeah.
your sleep is off, you're distracted, your mind is off, everything is so much more chaotic. So then when you come back to me, and this is why people give up, because then they come back and they're like, I didn't do my homework, like I didn't do the extra workouts, I'm not eating well. I'm like, it's okay, because what I told you to do doesn't work for you right now. We need to go back even further. So to your point of this being January 9th, and I know then it's like the second Friday of the
That's it. Yeah.
Quitter's Day, and people are like, don't quit, don't quit. Well, people quit because they realize what they're doing is not sustainable and it's not working. So it's less about like pushing through consistency. Like that's also such a push in the fitness world of just stay consistent, stay consistent. You're like
Mhm.
forcing yourself into this lifestyle that you're realizing it doesn't work for you right now. So
Yeah.
it's okay to take a step back, but allow yourself to think through, okay, but what was working? Like, what were the days that do work? And then what were the days that didn't work? Like, I still have days where I like look back, I'm like, gosh, I've just felt like a lump on a log. So, yeah, so and like, and it's less about like I wish, being harder on myself, and more of like, okay, but what part of the day did I glitch? Oh, I glitched when I ate that slice of pizza that created such a glucose spike that then led to a crash.
Exactly. Wow. So it's really is just getting to that root cause of all things and not thinking about it as that pressure to just push through and stay consistent, but more, let's get to the root. Let's see why I didn't stay consistent. Maybe it's because I got 5 hours of sleep last night, so I don't have the energy to go. So your starting point is sleep with your clients. That's so interesting.
Yeah, well, sleep, because it also shows what all is going on in your mind. If you have a busy mind, which I have this free downloadable, it's called A Blueprint for a Busy Mind. It starts with decompressing at the end of the day. So it actually starts with your mind. So the five elements to help you become sustainably fit are mind, sleep, nutrition, exercise, and environment. So that's how I've kind of
Okay.
broken all this down. So starting with your mind, it comes back to kind of what I did is pushing yourself so far out of your comfort zone of going on all these different adventures. So you're slapped in the face with the things that you need to work on. So for everybody else who doesn't feel like they need to go on like road trips and live in Hawaii, totally get that. but it's reflecting on the things that you feel like are glitching in your life. And so if you're one of those people where you're like everything bad is happening, like oh my gosh, like you kind of have that victim mentality, it's like, but why? Like are you hanging out with the wrong people? Do you need to simplify your world? Like that's where you start thinking through and sitting in those uncomfortable thoughts, because the more you understand those thoughts and kind of sit in those feelings, the more normal they become. The more normal it is to like think through these problems so you
Mm.
can start problem solving yourself.
It's like the pattern interruption and stuff like that. Like sometimes your brain is just on that course where it's like, oh, well, I can't lift weights. I'm not strong. And it's like, no, we need to, okay, we've heard the thought, but now we need to interrupt it and be like, why do we think that? Where
Exactly.
is the evidence to that?
Yeah. And that's where a lot of people then turn to, well, I need to get a coach to help me lift weights, or I need to go to the doctor, or I need to do this, or I need to, and it's not like if you actually sit there and sit in your thoughts, you will come up with the solution yourself. It just comes down to organizing all the mind clutter so you can compartmentalize and focus on that one task rather than taking on so much at once.
I tell you, it's a shame you don't like the word empowering because that was a little empowering.
I think it's
So
just I think it just feels like such a forced word and like overused, and everyone's like, I'm here to empower, but it's like I feel like empowerment is something more that you feel and less of
exactly, like it's inside. You
yeah,
have the power inside you, but you just need to sit for a moment to access it, I guess, and let it come out.
yeah.
I love that. So what do you think are kind of the most common mistakes that people would make when they're starting on a fitness journey, and how do you help them avoid those mistakes?
The common most mistakes is that people go I would say too extreme, but there's a part of me that's like I'm okay with extreme, but I guess the part is when people realize that it's just a workout that's going to solve their fitness problems.
Okay.
And then so then when we start talking about nutrition, then it's like, okay, well then it's a workout and I need a nutrition plan. I'm like, yeah, okay, like again, I can give you XYZ, but it's more so about teaching someone how to kind of problem solve. I think that would be the biggest thing of teaching someone how to problem solve. And even then, like how do you teach someone how to do that? Well, I sit there and like and I do these one-on-one calls with people, with clients, where it's 45 minutes, and I'll sit there and I'm be like, "Okay, where do you feel like you're getting stuck?" And they're like, "Well, I'm not working out. I can't figure out the right workout. I hate working out, and my nutrition, I'm not eating well." And I'm like, "Okay, well, how are you sleeping?" So then it's like backtrack. It's like going up the ladder of the five elements, kind of
Mm,
starting with the workouts. That's where they think that they're falling flat. And it's like, no, it's not the workouts. Okay, let's talk about your nutrition. Yes, it's your nutrition, but it's easy to sit here and say, eat avocados and protein and
yeah.
salad, but it's harder to then figure out the implement, because then that's where the habits of
In the
late
mindset, yeah.
and late night snacking and kind of the grazing, and I'm happy to touch on any of that if you think like that would be of
Mhm.
value, but the snacking, the grazing, the ups and downs, the energy highs and lows, like that all stems from something, that all means something. And that's where I sit down and talk with clients of like, how's your sleep, where's your mind at, boom boom boom, kind of focusing on the mind and the sleep before even touching the workouts and the eating, because that actually comes easier when you figure out your mind and your sleep.
Hey everyone, Chelsea here. I would love to take a moment to introduce you to our app, Yoga Plus. You will gain access to an incredible collection of videos led by top instructors in yoga, fitness, nutrition, and so much more. Download our Yoga Plus app today and get a free 14-day trial.